Latinos Out Loud podcast. Latinos, 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 Latinos. Yeah, that's what it is. Latinos Out Loud.
Amiguita linda, ¿cómo está?
Oh my
What's up, girl?
How are you?
I'm good, bebecita. How are you?
Oh my God, how did I miss you on this thing? I didn't even see it. Oh, I love you.
I love you too. I am so freaking proud of you. I can't even contain myself right now. Oh my God, Annie. Annie, it's so good to see you. I'm gonna just rename myself because I'm not rocking that Muniz anymore. Uh New
Period.
name. New
Period.
name, who this? Okay.
No, new name, who this? Period. Got it. Love it.
Girl, how you doing? It's so good to see you. I guess should we just get started? I don't Hello. You look great. It's so good to have you back on Latinos Out Loud, and it's so good to see your face as your friend. Okay?
Yes.
I love seeing your growth. The LOLeros, just so you know, go take a listen to the last episode after this one where we talked to Annie Gonzalez about her role in Flamin' Hot. And my homegirl is Flamin' Hot, okay? Because now she's playing iconic musical culture shifting personality star Jenni Rivera in a new film out on VIX on December 6th, Bars. Okay, congratulations. You know how I do. Congratulations. I can't even imagine what it took, the road to playing Jenni Rivera. We lived during the Jenni Rivera era. You didn't have to be Mexicana. Yo soy Dominicana. I knew all about Jenny's life, and
Yep.
now you get to portray her. What was
Yep.
that road to portraying this iconic figure for you?
Oh my goodness. The road to portraying her was not paved in gold. No, I'm just kidding. It was okay. First of all, okay, I also have to give you praise. I am so proud of you. I am so happy to be here with you. Like, it's so great that we didn't meet in this ethos of our world. We met out in the wild as friends, and I got to hear your story and be so inspired by you. So to hear you give me, oh my God, I'm so sensitive. I think I'm gonna start my period. Mother of hell.
Me too.
Oh
I
my
am waiting.
God.
Any minute it's gonna drop. So this is great. We're on the same playing
I
field.
keep wanting to cry. No, but it's really cool to see you and to get every time. I feel like even when you did Flaming Hot Press, I was surprised, like, oh my God, because I forget, like, oh, this is what we do. Okay, got it.
I could have hit you up on the side, but I need this surprise. I need this
No.
reaction. It's so good. It's so genuine. And maybe for you, it's a little bit of an escape. Because if you knew I was coming, then I don't know. But this is an escape for you. You've been busy. You've been doing this press stuff for so long. Here's your breather.
No,
Have fun. This is so much fun.
I'm telling you, God only works in perfect timing. And there was, we've been doing this, and a lot of heavy subject matter has been coming up. And so I went to the bathroom like, oh my God, I just want my man. I want to be a baby. And then I see you and I'm like, oh, thank God I get to lay a little bit of my armor down. And you know what? Back to your question, perfect segue. I get to lay my armor down. The road to playing Jenni Rivera was only difficult because I thought I needed to do something. I thought I needed to get it perfect. I thought, we think a lot of the time, like, and there are some people, right, that are so specific that you have to match the voice, you have to get these things. But the more that I learned about her, I'm like, oh my God, there's so many similarities that her and I have just culturally based on where we grew up. Her in Long Beach, myself in East LA. And then I read her book, and I watched interviews of her, and I read the script. And man, there was so much in there that either I myself have experienced or family members have experienced that we never talked about it. So it keeps happening generationally and generationally and generationally, that I knew a story like this needed to be told at all costs. And it wasn't an easy one, and I'm sure it's not as far as it's the subject matter is not light, but Jenny's life wasn't, and there was moments of hope, and she was the light in this life, in her life, like she's a badass. She never let herself be a victim of circumstance, and that's what I loved about her. I think, come on, tell me, like, we're in the entertainment industry, but before you were in it, when I was a little girl, I used to look at famous people and be like, I bet you they never get sick. Like, I swear
Right.
to God, as a kid in my head, I was like, they don't get colds, they're
They were
rich and famous.
perfect. They live a perfect life. If anything is wrong, they have somebody that comes to their, beck and call right away.
That was what that was an idea that I had in my head. And then as I grew older and I started, growing in this industry and in this work, I'm like, oh, that's why tabloids get written about people, because they were not looking at them as people. We're looking at these humans as products. And
Yeah.
then so it helped me refigure out what I wanted to do with Jenni, and sitting with, Gigi, our director, and what she wanted to do with telling this story of Jenni. And it was so much, it was, Jenni, the person, the icon, the what we saw on screen was so much bigger than Jenni the person. Jenni the person was feelings. She was soul. She was, so it was, that was a difficult part, taking away the idea that I had of Jenni, and settling into the truth of the woman that she was and still is, because her legacy lives on. She's never gone.
Well, her legacy lives on, but also thanks to powerful projects like this.
Hmm.
This project, like your past projects, which is a true testament to who you are, your projects have purpose. I just feel like not every single project has a purpose. This project, I saw the film. Gosh, I cried so much. And it could be the pre-period thing, adding like a little sazon to the emotional concoction going on through my, pituitary gland. But pero I was working at People en Español at the time, and Jenni was on almost like all the covers, all
Yeah.
the time. So many things happened to her. As a woman, I would read these articles that were written, and I'm just like, El diache, diantre, pero how can a woman go through so much and still be high on her horse? Literally taking pictures on a horse and like being on albums and performing to sold out arenas, the Staples Center. Like, I don't even know how she did it, and how you so beautifully, honestly, girl, eloquently, beautifully, and so gracefully portrayed that exact thing in this film. People are going to learn so much about Jenni through the conduit of Annie Gonzalez. Y'all don't even
Oh,
know what y'all in for. Y'all don't even know what's going
oh,
down on December 6th. Prepárense, mi gente, because I love you. Prepárense. Go buy
oh,
the tissue.
yes, yes, yes. Prepare. Thank you again for saying that. I did really feel like I was able to sit and channel her. There was things at that time of my life that Annie wasn't able to access. Like that anger and that rage that you saw her have. That's not, I mean, I've never operated that way. That's not my nature. That has never been in my nature. To like, I remember when I read it, I was like, how am I going to be able to do this part? Like, that's not me. Like, you know me. I was like, hey, like I can, and
So
I
happy,
am.
so sweet, so just tranquila.
So when those things came up, I was even shocked by myself, like, oh, snap. She freed me. Like, man, so thank you for saying all of those things.
So you also had these big shoes to fill. Like, tell us what that on-set experience was like, especially during those concert scenes. So were you
Girl, let
belting
me
it
tell you,
out?
those concert scenes, I got the equivalent of Moctezuma's revenge.
Oh no! Are you for real? What did
I
you eat?
wish I
Girl, what
was kidding.
happened?
It's just our bodies aren't used to whatever bacterias are in different countries. And I know better. So I wasn't eating any like raw vegetables or fruits. I would stay away from ice. One day we're out with the cast.
Salud. What a cute little sneeze. I can't. Go on.
We're out with the cast. I think JR had just gotten there that night. So there was a restaurant connected to the hotel that we went to, and everybody was having a drink. And but I wasn't, I don't like to drink when I'm working. And JR, who plays Cinco, he goes, this is such, he's like, you want a sip? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, all right, fine. I took a sip of his cocktail. It
Mm.
had a big square ice in there. I
Mm.
didn't think. I didn't even think. I took a sip. Cut to, I'm in my room. It's 10:30 and I'm like, oh my goodness, my stomach is
Oh
from about
no.
midnight to almost 8 a.m. my call time. I was head in the toilet,
Oh my
sitting on
gosh.
the toilet, head in a trash can. Like, so the pain that you see in Paloma Negra of crying, that was real. None of that was. And we had these big arena scenes, and I remember they were like, "We rented out this arena," and I'm like, I know, I'll do it. I just need, can I just need an IV? I'm like, I promise you guys, I'm not being dramatic. I think I even heard that Gigi was like, "Nah, she's just cruda right now." I'm like, no, I didn't even drink. I swear. I'm like, I'm just in pain. Oh, it was. I mean, but these are the stories, right? That's half of the fun. That's the part of the magic. There's plenty of times on set where I got sick, but I think it
Wow.
worked.
What a
And
warrior.
but you know what though? Igual como Jenni, it worked because think about it. During all these times where she's having these amazing concerts or these brilliant things, monumental in her career, her personal life was suffering. This was
Yeah.
her escape. So it
Mm.
gave me a newfound respect for her the magnitude of what it almost made sense. The way in which she went and performed and gave everything was because she was like, I can't do, I don't have the capacity to want to deal with this. Let me put it into my work.
Yeah. So, other than her iconic discography and history and the shifting that she did for the music landscape for Latinos, Latinas, what are some things that you want us to take away from this film through your mouthpiece, through your portrayal of Jenni Rivera? What are some messages you'd like us to take away?
You are not your circumstance. You are powerful. There is help out there, so ask for it. You don't have to deal with anything that you don't want to. Even people that we revere and admire are still humans and deeply flawed, and we should love them because of that. Because of that. It's not enough to love someone when they're doing something good for you, but can you love them when they are in pain? So by proxy, you might be getting hit with some of the debris.
Oh my God, y'all. Usually it's like the guests that cry on this show, but I'm just like the tears are flowing down. And luckily my mic is propped up, so I'm not gonna short circuit or get electrocuted right now with these
I
tears
love
flowing. But Annie, I just want to say thank you for your time, your talents, for this beautiful portrayal of Jenni Rivera. And we just love following you. You're carrying this torch so lovely with grace for Latinas, for little Jennies, for little Annies everywhere. I love having you on this show. But this was really special. I'm sorry we went a little over. I usually don't cry.
No, I
I'm
love
like,
you. I
I
love
love
you so
you.
much. I
I'm also
love you
very
so
proud of my friend. I'm so proud. I love to see my friends winning.
yeah.
It's infectious. It's inspiring. Thank you for everything, Annie. Good
Thank
luck with the rest of your day. Thanks,
you.
Patricia. I love you.
Gracias, amor. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you at the next hive.
Totally. Un beso. Check out Jenny, which is on VIX, December 6th. The rhyme will help you remember, but just put
Yes,
it in your calendars now and set your DVRs. And
Jenni,
go to the
Vic.
theaters.
And go to the theaters, you guys. Look, this is also my first project that I'm executive producer on, and it won't be
Whoop,
the last.
whoop.
So, y'all show up for yourselves, show up for me, show up for Jenni.
Definitely show up. Seguimos pa'lante. Un beso. Cuídate and thank you for your time. Talk soon.
I love you,
Thanks,
mommy.
everybody.
Bye.
Love you.
The Latinos Out Loud podcast.